All right, we got some new beef in the NFL, some good old-fashioned hate. We might have a new rivalry on our hands because Denver Broncos' new head coach, Sean Payton, woke up and chose violence. When speaking with USA Today, he did not mince words. He was coming for everybody, just laying it out there. I really honestly couldn't believe what he was saying. He was just going full force, talking about Nathaniel Hackett coaching this team last year, said it's not often teams in the NFL get embarrassed. This team got embarrassed. This was probably the worst coaching job in the history of the NFL. There was so much shit going on with this team, so much stuff getting let through, and he said, we're not going to have it. You know, he was defending his quarterback. He's like, Russell's got a lot of hate. That's not fair. The adults in charge were not in charge. They were not taking care of business, talking about the president, GM, and stuff. This was brutal, man. He was laying down the heat, and it felt kind of unnecessary, kind of unneeded. Like, we didn't need to have this. Talked about how we're doing the exact opposite of everything that they did here last year. We're going to learn how to actually play football, actually win games. Don't get me wrong. Nathaniel Hackett was not great as the head coach for the Denver Broncos last year, but there is no reason, zero, I repeat, none, for you to step into that new position and then just start taking swings like this left and right at the guy. I mean, good Lord. It was, wild, absolutely wild stuff. Just so out of pocket. Now, I get defending Russell Wilson and trying to shift the blame, saying he's still that guy. We're going to win football games. You want to get this team hyped, but like calling out how pathetic they were on pre-snap penalties. I said insane stuff from Sean Payton. Now, everyone seems to have this squeaky clean image of Sean Payton. Sean Payton's just kind of a dick, dude. I mean, he says this stuff. Let's be real here. You cheated to win your one Super Bowl. You feigned ignorance when everybody knew you knew what the hell they were doing. You had a lot of lackluster seasons with your Hall of Fame quarterback and Drew Brees. You want to blame the defense. You guys couldn't win shit in New Orleans in a super non-stacked division, that juggernaut of the NFC South. Like, I honestly think Sean Payton's pretty overrated. Like, whatever, he's a great offensive mind, but my guy ain't won anything legitimately at all, ever. And not only did he take a swing at Nathaniel Hackett, who is the current offensive coordinator for the New York Jets, he took a swing at the Jets too in this interview. Absolutely crazy. Talked about how the Broncos last season, the hype was there. They won the offseason and they didn't win shit on the field. Then he's like, well, the Jets won the offseason this year. We'll see. Just watch Hard Knocks. You'll see. Like, what, bro? Yeah, there's a lot of hype around the Jets. They just got Aaron Rodgers as their new quarterback. There's a lot of stuff with the Jets, but not everyone's buying the Jets. What are you reading? What are you listening to? There's a lot of pushback that the Jets aren't going to be as good as maybe a casual thinks it is. Who are you listening to, Sean? You're not listening to any casuals over there. Let's be real. You know what? There's actual pushback with the Jets. So he swings at Nathaniel Hackett. He now swings at the Jets. And guess what the best part of this whole thing is? They face off in week 5. Yes, there's a lot of juice now behind this matchup. There already was some juice, Aaron Rodgers in New York, Sean Payton with Russell Wilson now in Denver. Can they turn this thing around? It's week 5. It's early in the season, but not too early. So there's going to be a lot of stuff rolling with both of these teams. Could be a make or break it game for either one of these teams, depending on how they start out. Could be 2 top teams faced off in the NFC. Lots of juice, lots of storylines now with this story, but this seemed to be only for a short period of time since Sean Payton had to come back down to earth, and he said he regretted it. He regretted everything he said. He apologized today like a coward. Dude, own this shit. Play the villain. It was wild what you said, but he came back and he said, 40 minutes after I gave that interview to USA Today, I regretted it. Then call the damn guy up and say, hey, man, can we redo this? Can you take some of these things out that you really had a problem with? I don't think he thought even twice about it. Sean Payton just always comes off as an arrogant dickhead to me, and this is like perfect epitome of that. But he kowtowed. I'm sure the ownership got behind him. They don't want to have this on, so he apologized, said he blamed having his Fox commentator hat on. Bro, I watch Fox Sports all the time. Nobody's coming at people like this, except maybe Skip Bayless, but Skip Bayless isn't even this kind of wacky like that, just out of pocket, taking swings at people. It was wild stuff, but hey, man, Sean Payton, we know what kind of guy you are. Go cry to the NFL about pass interference, change the rules. You're just kind of a scumbag, dude. But he apologized. He said he wants to call and contact Saleh before the game starts to try and bring things back down. And if I'm Saleh, I'm telling him to shove it. Now, Saleh's too nice of a guy, it seems like. He responded to the comments talking about Nathaniel Hackett, his OC, and just the Jets in general. And he said, hey, if I don't know anybody that's doing anything right that doesn't have their haters. So, hate away, man. Whatever. Saleh, too nice of a guy. I would tell Sean Payton to shove it. I want my team to have a chip on their shoulder for this game. Aaron Rodgers, the king of, he has any chip on his shoulder, he'll be that guy and go make that plays. Let them have that chip on their shoulder. I'm sure Aaron Rodgers isn't much of a fan of Sean Payton either, playing in Green Bay and him in New Orleans all those years. I'm sure they're not friendly to each other. So Saleh, too nice of a guy. I would keep this feud going, but just a really, really wild situation heading into the NFL season now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was Sean Payton in the right? Should he have just stuck by his words? Or you think it's right for him to, bring things back down to earth, calm down, apologize for what he said in the interview? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.